We have to do the newspapers. We have to start with the Daily Graphic. And on the front page, I can see a picture there of former President John Dramani Mahama. What's it about?
Leave power peacefully when applause is loudest. That's the message that he's sending across, as he told some African leaders. Perhaps I can just fast forward to page 16 and give you a bit more detail on that story. Okay, so it says former President John Dramani Mahama has urged African leaders to leave power peacefully when they lose elections. In doing so, he said they would earn respect and also advance democratic governance in their countries and on the continent. And Mr. Mahama made the call when he delivered a lecture dubbed Mind Speak in Nairobi, Kenya last Saturday. The former president was in Kenya for a number of speaking engagements. And it will tell you the things that he touched on if you continue to read the story. But back on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, NPP supporters protests MMDCE's vetting process will reduce food imports with Planting for Food and Jobs campaign. That's according to Agric Minister Akoto every year. Back page, the Daily Graphic, Newmont Golden Ridge introduces vegetable farming in catchment area. Comes with a picture of Mr. Peter Amewu, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Okay, and here's a highlight of something that's part of the piece on the back page of the paper. This interesting new agricultural practice is the first in the Birim North District, and it is our hope that more people would benefit from the initiative to improve on their living standards. You might want to find out who said that exactly. But center spread, demystifying epilepsy. That's in the center spread of the paper. And the paper had a conversation with a man that I sat down with yesterday when I went to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. An amazing man, Dr. Albert Akpalu, in the center spread of the paper. Roland, did you enjoy that conversation yesterday on epilepsy?
I did.
Yeah? Cool. And I met this couple. In fact, we meet this couple every year. The woman is a person living with epilepsy. You know, these days they change the names. No, we don't say that.
Okay.
I got educated yesterday. That is not said any longer.
Okay.
So you say a person living with epilepsy. Exactly.
Is it to make it more appropriate for them to live with it?
No. Okay. Well, I think the explanation was that
in the dictionary we have epileptic. So I'm wondering if it's not being used. Is it that? Is it to make it more appropriate? Let's say we don't say disabled, we say physically challenged.
Yeah,
you know,
I think it's the same context.
Okay.
It's the same context.
I just wanted to know.
Same context. But you know, Mr. Akpalu is also secretary to the society. They've got
is it doctor or?
His doctor, yes. Dr. Albert Akpalu. And he's very passionate about this. And this couple, I had a brief conversation with them yesterday. We'll bring you a playback of that. But they've been married 10 years and they've got 2 kids. Wow. And the woman is a person with epilepsy. And I asked her, and I think I didn't expect the response. When was the last time you had a seizure? And I was surprised. The response that she gave me, I'm not going to tell you, but when we play back that to you. And I thought that maybe we'll just take this opportunity, because I tried to put, you know, what I did yesterday together, just to give people a little reminder of the day that was observed yesterday. So here we go.
Epilepsy is the most common serious neurological condition affecting 1 to 2% of the population. In Ghana, the actual estimates of persons with epilepsy are not known, but more than 100,000 people have active epilepsy, with at least a further 5,000 new patients presenting with a seizure each year. Dr. Albert Akpalu, head of Neurology Units, Department of Medicine at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, explains the disease.
Epilepsy has been connoted in so many mystical and spiritual forms, but basically epilepsy is a tendency for you to have a seizure. So a seizure is when you lose consciousness, when one part of the body jerks or you fall down. The most people understand is when, if you've seen a seizure before, you fall down and then you start jerking and they foam from their mouth and they urinate or defecate on themselves. That's the extreme. We call that generalized seizures. Then we have the focal, where can be just one hand will be jerking, or a child is just absent-minded in class, or just some lip smacking, or just one side of your body jerking, that's all. You still lose, you don't lose consciousness. So that's what we call a focal seizure.
Dr. Akpalu says a third of the time, the cause of epilepsy is unknown, but delays in delivery and postnatal head trauma are some contributory factors. What is scary is the fact that 75% of people living with epilepsy in Ghana don't have access to care. The treatment gap is a big challenge, but even worse is the stigma, which results in high rates of epilepsy deaths. Dr. Akpalu outlines some of the myths which he says leads to unnecessary deaths.
The biggest problem for us is stigma. All right. So if I'm a person living with epilepsy in Ghana, if you walk in my shadow, you are considered that you can get epilepsy. If I say, Seb, excuse me to say, I pass flatus now, and my flatus envelops you, you get seizures. If you touch the spittle that happens when I have a seizure, you get seizures. And the worst one is that when somebody is having a seizure, whether he's lying in fire or drowning, no one
Wants to get close
because of the fear of being touched by that person or falling in the shadow. So we have a lot of epilepsy deaths which are avoidable because of this high stigma. And in Ghana, if you have epilepsy, when you're going to marry, the family history, you ask, is anybody having seizures in your family? No matter how beautiful you are, like you, Mabi, or myself, if one of us has seizures, that's it. Family does not agree. People with epilepsy cannot go to school. Teachers, parents are afraid. Even as in Kolebu, there's a school within the Kolebu area which is populated by nurses, doctors, pharmacists. The child had a seizure, and the parents asked that the child be withdrawn from the school because it would infect the other children. That's about how bad it is. People living with epilepsy the parents of people living with epilepsy hide their children. They do not want them to come out for fear of stigma, for fear of disgrace. I don't know what disgrace that they are looking at.
So the next time you visit the hospital, demand they check your blood pressure and blood sugar, as this can help stop strokes, which can lead to epilepsy. But if you already experience seizures, then Dr. Akpalu's 7 commandments may come in handy.
When you come to my clinic, there are Dr. Akpalu's 7 commandments. 1, thou shalt not be hungry. So hunger precipitates the events. 2, thou shalt not be angry.
Okay.
When you're angry, you're upset, you shouldn't. So that's why the Bible turn the other cheek. So smile. So anger. You should have enough sleep.
Okay.
So
how many hours of sleep?
how many hours? That's debatable.
Because they say 8, but really?
Yeah, 6 to 7 hours of sleep.
Okay.
For an average adult, 6 to 7 hours. All right. Alcohol. Avoid alcohol. Avoid excessive use of video games. All of us are guilty on our phones, WhatsApping, playing video games, and earphones are bad because you are putting direct link to the electrical waves. The main thing is hunger, enough sleep, and take your medicines regularly.
Okay.
And that is Dr. Albert Akpalu
Yeah.
of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Definitely. He's the head of the neurology department. Neurology unit, Department of Medicine.
Okay, front page of the Ghanaian Times has the story: DVLA MTTD kick against Okada, says no to its legalization. And legalization is wrong there, but don't worry. Ghanaian Times.
Really?
Ghanaian Times spelled legalization L-I. It is a wrong. Ghanaian Times, it is a wrong.
Oh, Charlie, a whole newspaper. Front
Government
page.
plot against Galamsey, and that's Professor Frimpong Boateng. He's a Minister for Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation. Parents, teacher unions praise government for free SHS. Good. Couple now for murder of toddler. You have a picture of the suspects there. And then on the back page, we have Togbu Isri, the third, pledges support for Dugboy. Inter-Allies holds Heart of Oak. Premier League. The Ghana Premier League for the 2016-2017 season just started. 2 months into the 2017 year. How appropriate. We have the Finder.
Front page of the Finder newspaper, and I was just cross-checking the spelling of legalization.
Oh.
I just, you know, sometimes you get confused when you think that like somebody shouldn't make a mistake.
Yeah, sure.
And then you see that suddenly
it's an oversight.
the mistakes looks like that's the rights, you know. Finder front page, negative return on oil cash investments, money kept abroad while CD depreciates. 21 days to 60th anniversary, only one donation received. And Mr. Ken Amankwa, chairman of the planning committee, is featured on the front page of the paper there. We won't be blackmailed by supporters over MMDCE appointments. That's the NPP saying there. Rich hospital, no wrongdoing in care purchase, and tributes pour in for some Ade. All right, these are the front page headlines when you grab the Finder newspaper.
We have the Daily Guide newspaper, and Daily Guide now has an arrow of, I think this symbol, those one into horoscope and those things. The Daily Guide will be on your screen. I can't also no love arrow no where.
Which one's that? Cupid?
The logo, Cupid.
Yeah, let me see. Yes.
They call it Cupid.
Yeah.
Hey Charlie, you know things.
The arrow is pointing at you.
Cupid.
Arrow is pointing
Matilda
at you.
from Ghana, very good morning to you. I miss you.
Roland, careful. I hear there's a KK guy.
She's my.
Oh, he's an angel of light. So that's not Cupid.
Angel of love. Happy Valentine's Day, Daily Guide says. We also wish you happy Valentine's Day, our viewers, wherever you are. Matilda from Ghana, good morning. And probe. $40 million Vice President's house and surveyors. We also have drama over dead body, and lawyers beg CJ for weeks. ET also joins Council of State. Oh, ET set to join, because we know the elections will be up and running very soon. So those are the stories we have. Appropriately, Samsung decided to do something on the back page. Said, "Love always wins." Samsung wishes all Ghanaians a wonderful Valentine's Day. This is serious. Samsung, what? You want us to buy your phone?
But I think they've come out very strong, considering what had happened with the blasting battery.
The one I wanted to buy.
But I don't think it affected Africa. Certainly not in Ghana.
It came down.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether those ones have been recalled though, or we've had any incident of such in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah. Let's do Alhaji Baturi's newspaper. The Al-Hajj newspaper front page. Mahama bows out of 2020 polls, says leave when the applause is loudest. So this is the same the same events that I think one of the people was in the Daily Graphic reported on, but he was speaking to African leaders. And this is the interpretation that Al-Hajj has given it, saying that he's bowed out of the 2020 polls. You might want to read in detail.
The Al-Hajj is only trying to tell Mahama,
that leave.
Don't come.
Also, it says that the 2017 Hajj is in danger as Akufo-Addo denies Baumia control and confusion. Baturi commends Akufo-Addo for reciprocating Abuja Napo's unalloyed loyalty. And MPP plotted Dr. Ejakul's bribery saga. Is Ken Ejapong confirming this? You might want to check that out in the paper. There's some sports story on the back page. Has Pep found his very own Messi, Suarez, Neymar combo? Well, that's it for the Al-Hajj newspaper, Roland. What paper do you have?
I have the Dispatch newspaper. On the front page, it says, Ayikwe Otu speaks on missing state car. I said, ask the appointing authority.
It's not the same thing I read yesterday on the show.
Okay. How Ghana won the 1982 AFCON and insiders revelations. And we have appointment of MMDCs. MPP will not be blackmailed. Back page, ex-president picks Joyce Bawa Muntari as special aide, and we know she's also a legal practitioner. And we have that story from Zaya Yebo, who was in charge of sports just within the early days of the PNDC. And that was the last time, really, we won the AFCON. 1982. And if you read the piece, it talks about how we had no money, we had to mobilize because, I mean, times were hard, were tough. The economy, there was nothing in the coffers at the time. And we had to make sure we go there and rescue the pride of Ghana, and they did the country proud.
Yeah.
And he was just relating this to how we have so many stars who are paid well, but now we can't do anything.
There's nothing to restore. I'm not sure
No,
they get
yeah.
that. Let's do the Today newspaper, the last hardcore paper, you know, the last paper that we'll do, and then we'll get to online. So this is the Today newspaper front page. Bimbela Hospital to shut down following chieftaincy dispute, and NAT welcomes free SHS. And Derek Akosam, I know your father is a big man at NAT. Is it GNATS or is NATS?
Oh, please.
I'm just asking.
I know where you're going. Don't go die.
I'm just asking, man. It's good to ask. That's it for the newspapers, really. Let's do online portals.
Yes, so we have to do majoronline.com first, and I'm sure we'll get it.
Yeah, we will.
But let's do a special money moment.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for paying for me yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
Man, you know,
That was
yeah.
for Valentine today.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
really.
so I've got something for you. So this is the point where we contribute to our Susu box.
Yes.
We encourage
Mine
you.
is for holidays. I'll be going to Cape Coast Castle, going to some monkey sanctuary.
Yeah. So we encourage
then
you
this
to
year,
put some little money on the side.
I plan going to the Molly National Park. They have this place
What's
there.
that? The Zena Lodge?
Uh-huh,
Oh, okay, cool.
I hear it's nice. So
Yeah.
the whole Susu box. It means I have to be doubling my, because my
So keep one at
expenditure-
home. Keep one at home and
I have
be
one at
putting
home.
bigger monies
I have
in
one
it.
at home. I have
Yeah.
then the kids also have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So wherever you are, we hope that, you know, we're encouraging
We're
you
just going
be
to put it
saving
inside the piggy
some
bank
little
and
monies
spend
on
and
the
spend.
side. When you need it, it will come. The day will come. But Roland, for paying for me for 2 days for Val's Day.
Oh,
Happy
this
Val's
is
Day.
awesome.
Roland, don't do drama.
This
Just
is
keep it on
awesome.
the side.
Yeah, I can't show the brand. Bounty.
Okay, let's
So-
do the online
No, I
portal.
want to take it
Charlie,
so
you
that-
are so stiff, unromantic, like you don't even know how to
No,
appreciate
the thing
things.
is that this one is just sold across the street, so I just wondering how this thing can be a surprise. I buy it every day. I'm sorry.
You're
Thank
a
you.
typical Ghana boy.
Thank-
Kai, I
thank
won't
you.
give you anything again. If it's sold across the street, so what? Why didn't you go there to go and buy?
It's flavored with kube.
The fact that I was able to walk there, if that's why I got it in the first place, if I was able to walk there and to
Kube
get
with
it,
chocolate.
the thoughts, Roland, is the thoughts. Appreciate the thoughts. Let's do muchonline.com.
Want to show love.
It's
Kube-
a very
kube with chocolate.
unromantic. Wache Jaku was right. NDC government bought 3, which one is that? Floating storage regasification units, contrary to the minority MP's position that they purchased only one. So you can read about this report on myjoyonline.com. Quickly, also, Ghana at 60 taking stock. Did we go or did we come as a nation? It'll be interesting to read. Kufuor's son ventures into acting.
Oh, so he's always been into acting. Oh.
Yeah, but now they're putting the spotlight on him, which I think is good. He's turned out to be a successful businessman, and now he wants to be an actor. Mr. Edward Ejekum Kufuor. Okay. Frostbitten Ghanaian will lose fingers, tow after 7-hour trek to cross U.S.-Canada border. Wow, a Ghanaian refugee almost died during a trek to cross the U.S.-Canada border into
what he did?
Manitoba on Christmas Eve.
He did that in the winter. Okay, still winter though. Look, frost, and then the ice, the cold.
Yeah.
So it gave him frostbite.
So that's why he's going to lose all fingers and a toe.
So they became numb and couldn't work. Now all the tissues are not working.
But are they going to allow him to live there?
Now he's disabled. Go why he come? No, sorry. You said now we should be saying.
Wait,
People
hang on.
living with epilepsy.
Answer my question. Are they going to allow him to live
physically
there as a
challenged. Now
refugee?
he's physically challenged.
Are they going to give him is he going to be permitted to stay in the country?
Yeah, because now if he comes Ghana, he has to.
So that's what I'm asking. I mean, all the risk that he took, was it worth it? Okay, let's move on.
But He was one of those Ghanaians, eh? I think went through South America. I'm still during the World Cup time.
Yeah.
Went to the US. Then I think they were chasing him also.
What
so
kind of risk is that? Government dismisses claims it's authorized deportation of Ghanaians abroad. The foreign minister is there with the story. Bimbala murders, 15 suspects granted bail. Congregation surprises pastor with big birthday party.
Who works here?
And $4,000 check. Which church is this?
Well, the way the thing was
you can read about it. Okay. So this is a Ghanaian church, eh?
Oh,
in Ghana.
Yes, here, no.
But is the pastor not familiar? Do you know him? Because he's there.
No, me.
Okay, well, Bank of Ghana.
I hear he teaches at Legon too or something.
Yeah, they surprised him with $4,000. But what's the big deal?
I don't have a big deal.
But you said, do you know, like if anybody knew him, if anybody attended
I'm
the
only
church?
thinking.
So you changed your church?
No, I'm only talking about the publicity that was given to.
Oh, okay. That's why. Okay, I was wondering because if you go, it's not like they'll give you $50 out of the money they give you.
No, but if you decide to give your pastor because of the good things that he does, well, I don't think it's wrong.
All right.
Once God has blessed them,
so this Bank of Ghana Sipton Swish story also featured on myjoyonline.com. It's a wrap here. Interior Minister IGP jet to conflicts hits Bimbala for assessments. All right, so we'll get you
by talking.
Okay, we'll get you the latest on this. City FM Online, NDC's ET Mensa vies for Council of State membership. Probe Ghana's day of shame at ECOWAS Parliament. That's Ablaka. You know, they gave us, was it 8 spots and then we went with 9 people? Like, seriously? And we're like...
We selected 9 instead of 8.
Yes.
We wanted one more by force or...
I don't know. And then we went, it was like a spectacle. Like, it was so shameful, disgraceful and everything. Group wants Tamale Teaching Hospital CEO sacked. Driver petitions Nanado to remove CJ for incompetence. You know, when people are writing for people to be sacked, like you want to understand who they are and where they've come from, and you know on what grounds they are standing and asking other people to be sacked. Like you know, seriously. Okay, so it's a wrap here on City FM Online.
Let's go up and see. I see somebody's picture.
Where? Here.
Ah, okay.
That's the Benashite man.
He's a subject of controversy for the seat of Pema East. No.
MCE, yeah. So this is the man they say is related to Ishmael Ashite, and Ishmael Ashite says we have the same name, but the people who are pushing this agenda never even bothered to cross-check if the man was related or not.
They are not
just
related?
Assumed. He says no, they are not related.
Okay.
You know, I can have a Walker. The fact that my name is Mama V Walker doesn't mean I'm related to
true,
Roland Walker.
I agree.
Yeah, I could be related to the drink though.
Yeah. I mean, that's better. That's good dynasty. You have great inheritance. Not my type of work. No inheritance.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay.
BBC, roll?
Yeah, so we do BBC and it's about Ebola, Mamavi.
Ebola super spreaders caused most cases. So nearly 2/3 of cases in West African outbreak were caused by just 3% of people.
Everything
so what we suffered,
our
really.
Problems are...
Fred, I beg, please click on the story for us.
Our problems are not easy.
Yeah.
Only 3%.
So now they've taken their time.
Spread.
This was like 2014, 2015, right?
And even some there are reports that some people have had complications, even though supposedly they're said to have been cured in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the majority of cases in the world's largest outbreak of Ebola were caused by a tiny handful of patients. Research suggests the analysis published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences shows nearly 2/3 of cases, that's 61%, were caused by 3% of infected people. The young and old were more likely to have been super spreaders. So, you know, the people who are infected essentially were not cautious enough. They just, you know, decided to just spread. You get it? So it's just like when you've been contaminated, you know, like elsewhere, like they will quickly put you away. I guess the ways that we do it down here wasn't exactly the way it was supposed to be. Otherwise, would have contained it quickly, very quickly. But, you know, it had to spread. But we never want to go back there again. Well, it's 56 minutes after 6. We have to make way for sports. But there's a man in Kumasi who loves this show, and it's his birthday today. It's Valentine's Day. We thought we would, you know, show our love. So Alhaji is joining us. He doesn't know that we're calling him live, though. Hello, Alhaji. Good morning.
What's his full name?
Good morning.
Alhaji, my name is Mamavi from Joy News.
Oh, my dear Mamavi.
And you're live on our show.
Oh, Mamavi. Shocking.
Alhaji Abu.
Happy birthday, Alhaji Abu.
Oh.
Alhaji Abu, please, which part of Kumasi are you?
Come again.
Which part of Kumasi are you?
I'm at Kwadasu Estate.
Oh, Kwadasu Estate. I've been there before to MC a wedding there once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what are you doing for your birthday?
Oh, Mamavi. You know, I woke up this morning. You know, we Muslims at dawn, we pray. I pray to the Almighty Allah to, you know, give me good health, long life. I think that will be enough for me. I think prayers, when I pray to my Almighty, my Maker, that makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, we're happy for you. We celebrate the day with you. And it's Val's Day, so, you know, one love, really, from all of us here on the AM show to you, Alhaji Abu. Happy birthday to you.
Mama V, thank you very much. I watch you every morning. You and Roland, I watch you every morning after 9 o'clock when I leave to work. So I'm one of your admirers, you know.
Thank you. It's good to know. Thank you so much. And I always get your message from Lala Saribediakon. So we're grateful. Thank you. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you, Mama V. Say hello to Roland.
Yeah, sure.
I wish all the Joy News team happy Valentine's Day. And may Almighty God be with all of you.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Amen.
Mama.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Okay, so you see how your love is very little. Even when you're talking, Alhaji Abu didn't know it was you.
Yeah, you see. Maybe because my voice sounds like
mine.
Yeah. And today too is your birthday, Christian Adaipoko. You're the president for the National Association of Graduate Teachers. I mean, those people, Charlie, when they speak, tough.
I want to know what he thinks about the free, though.
He's been talking about it.
Yeah, maybe we should call him.
We'll call him.
Pretend we're wishing him a happy birthday and just
Yeah.
ask him of his thoughts.
We will.
That would be like ambushing.
I'm telling you. Well, so Aman is ready, and Benedict Owusu is ready with the latest sports updates, and we know that he's just fresh from Gabon with some bouts of malaria, etc. But don't worry, Africa is Africa.
Yeah, thanks to everybody watching us in Gabon. We appreciate. We got all the beautiful messages and gifts, actually. So thank you for always watching us.
Gift, eh?
Yeah, gifts.
All right.
Be flexible. You will begin to receive gifts.
Yes, yeah. We're taking a break. When we come out, we have the latest sports update. Just stay up.